Yeah, there's something about the pink test. I remember 2017, David Warner, day one, 100 before lunch. It hardly ever happens, and to do it at the SCG, sensational.
Then I go to 2012 when Michael Clarke made 329, so the 7th Australian to make a triple century and the first at the SCG.
There's so many great cricket memories of the pink test. Graham Smith batting with the broken hand. Michael Clarke, that was one of my favourites, his 300. He was so emotional. David Warner after the passing of our little brother Phil Hughes. There's so many amazing cricket memories, and that's the beauty of Test cricket.
To be honest, after COVID and not being able to have spectators for a couple of years, you know, it was great to have everyone back there. And Usman Khawaja coming back into the team, scoring a century in both innings, it just felt like a really, really defining moment for his career, but also at that ground.
Michael Clarke's 320 was amazing. I always remember another one as well. David Warner kissing the ground for his fallen mate Philip Hughes was also, I thought, something that was, you know, obviously very emotional time, but also something I remember about a pink test match.
There are so many memories of the pink test, and one that I remember will be back in 2014 when Australia whitewashed England 5-0. Never easy to beat England any time in one test match, but to do it in 5-zip was magnificent.
Actually how well the away team embraces it. You see the players come out handing their baggy caps to Glenn at the start of the day's play. They all seem touched by it, and I just think it's a huge testament to the high esteem that Glenn is held in and the affection that the cricketing world has for him as a whole.
2009 was an unbelievable finish to the test match. Graham Smith had broken his hand earlier in the test. He came out to bat within the last probably 10 or 15 minutes of play at the SCG. The crowd were roaring, and then Mitchell Johnson was able to knock him over bowled for us to claim a victory, even though we'd lost the series.
I remember Usman Khawaja, who'd been out of the test team, coming back in to test cricket at the pink test, scoring twin centuries. I think he just showed the appreciation of being out of the team and what it meant to get back in, and it allows us to give a good perspective on everything that the pink test brings to us. Wonderful memories, wonderful friendship, and a real celebration.
I remember chatting to Tracy Bevan on the morning of day 3, and she speaks about her best friend Jane and how proud Jane must be of the great work Tracy's doing, and also the breast cancer nurses.
The most poignant moment in Australian cricket history is when Davey Warner reached the immortal number of Phil Hughes, 63 not out, in a test match, taking off his gloves and helmet and kissing the place where we saw Philip pass away. And that for me was exactly why the pink test match, the emotions surrounding that, the abilities and the gravitas of players to come together for a great cause of the McGrath Foundation will be forever etched into the legacy of our great Sydney Test match.